In today's video, we're going to go over small account options trading for beginners. So if you're ready, grab your computer or your mobile phone and let's see how we can make the most amount of money. I'm Darren, and I'm excited about this video. Many of you have asked me, hey, I've got a small account. I've only got a few $1,000s and I want to trade options. How much do I need and where do I start? Say no more. I've got you covered. And be sure to stay to the end. I've got a special bonus that will take your option trading to the next level. In this video, we will discuss how much money is needed to trade options and how do you set up an account, what are the best strategies for small account option trading, and we will show how to place our first small account option trades, showing 3 real examples on the option trading platform. For me, it's super important that we're using the safest option strategies and looking to profit as quickly as possible. So if you're ready, go ahead and hit that like button and be sure and download the free options workshop in the link below. It talks about the 2 main benefits of trading options over buying stocks. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial planner and I'm not recommending trades. Please do your own research, and if you're new or learning options, I recommend you start small. How much money do you need to trade options? Guys, I recommend that you at least have a couple $1,000s to start trading. This way, you can put on a few different trades. You don't want to just start with one trade and then get unlucky and lose and be done with it. How do you set up an options trading account? Setting up an options trading account is super simple these days. I covered this in a previous video that I'll link to below called How to Trade Options on Tastytrade, and it's a step-by-step guide. It reviews the Tastytrade brokerage and the platform in detail, as well as how to set up an account. It's really as simple as just using my link below and then just filling out some basic information. The easiest way to fund an account is to just do a transfer online directly from your bank account. I recommend at least $2,000 so you can start by placing a few different trades. Right now, you can get cash from Tastytrade when you open and fund an account, depending on the amount that you fund. Tastytrade is the best and most intuitive for trading options. What are the best small account option trading strategies? We're going to talk about and show examples of 3 of the best small account option trading strategies. I'm going to jump right into it and show examples on the Tastytrade platform of the credit spread, the iron condor, and the leaps option trading strategies. I'm going to go pretty fast through these since we're covering 3 different trades. When starting, it's important to have at least 3 trades on so that you can see some success quickly. So if you're new and learning, this is likely going to seem a little fast and maybe complicated. However, believe me, it's not. I have many other videos going into much more detail. So go back and watch those videos even more than once. It will start to become clear, and if you have questions, just let me know in the comments below and I will answer all of your questions. The credit spread option trading strategy for small accounts. Open up the trade tab on your Tastytrade platform or whatever platform you're using. Punch in coin for Coinbase in the upper left. Click on and open the August 2023 option chain at 61 days to expiration. We see the current stock price is $55. Click on the bid to sell the 50 put and ask to buy the 45 put options. We collect $1.85 for selling this credit spread. One option contract controls 100 shares of stock, so we collect $185 upon placing this trade. Switch to the curve mode and we see our max loss is $315. This is calculated by taking the $5 width of the strike minus the $1.85 in premium collected, so it's $3.15. The break even is the 50 short strike minus the $3.15 collected, so it's $46.85. With the current stock price at $55.59, it would take a large 16% down move prior to the expiration date before we even started to lose a penny on the downside. As long as the stock price stays above the 50 short strike, we keep the entire $185 collected. The put vertical spread is good for small accounts because the max loss of $315 is the amount that you need to have in your account to place this trade. Hit review and send and place the trade. The Iron Condor option trading strategy for small accounts. Next, we place an Iron Condor in AMD. An Iron Condor is placed exactly the same way as the put vertical spread that we just showed. However, we are just adding a credit spread on the other side, a call credit spread. So we go to the same August option chain, we click the bid to sell the 105 put and the ask to buy the 100 put. This is the put vertical spread. And then we click the bid to sell the 140 call and the ask to buy the 145 call, which is the call credit spread. Switch to the curve mode and we see we collect $183 for placing this trade. As long as the stock price that is currently at 120 stays between 105 and 140 in the next 61 days, we keep the $183 collected up front when we place the trade. You can see this is a pretty large profit range in the green. This trade only utilizes $317 in buying power. In other words, that's the amount that you would need to have in your account to place the trade. The Leaps option trading strategy for small accounts. For the third trade, we're going to buy a Leaps option in SoFi. SoFi is an online bank that is poised to grow like crazy going forward, and I really like this stock. We punch in SoFi in the upper left and open up the option chain. Now, a Leaps is a long-term option that we are buying in order to replicate buying the actual stock. Each Leaps contract controls 100 shares of stock, but at about 1/2 the cost of buying the 100 shares outright. So this is a great strategy for small accounts. Not to mention, it also limits your downside risk. So we click and open up the January 2025 option chain. We click on the ask of the $5 strike and pay $4.80 or $480 to buy this Leaps option. Now the current stock price is $8.60, so it would cost $8.66 times 100 shares or $860 to own 100 shares of SoFi. We are controlling the same 100 shares for $480 or almost half the cost. Switch to the curve mode and we see that just like owning the stock, as the price moves up over time, our profit increases just like owning the stock. Leaps options are a great way to get a 2 or 3 or 4 times return on your money while utilizing much less capital than buying the stock outright. The other great thing is that if the stock does drop and goes against you, your max loss is the amount that you paid for the Leaps option. So this is $480 in this case. So we just placed 3 completely different trades and used only $315 for the Coinbase put vertical, $317 for the AMD Iron Condor, and $480 for the SoFi Leaps option. So $1,112 in total. There is something called a poor man's covered call. Now we mentioned a bonus. Here it is. There is one thing that we can do in addition to just buying the Leaps option. Do you want to make some extra income? Okay then. Now that we own the Leaps option contract, we can sell a shorter term out of the money call option on that Leaps contract, which is being used as collateral. Now, if the price ever increases above our short call price, then we can get assigned. However, since we already have the shares to cover the position, since we can exercise the Leaps contract anytime prior to the longer dated expiration date. It's similar to the covered call strategy, except we're selling the call against the Leaps option contract that we bought instead of against the actual shares which you would put up with a covered call. So it's a more capital efficient strategy. SoFi is a low price stock, so you will likely pick up another $50 or $60 monthly by selling the call option. All right, guys, if you're a beginner and this sounded kind of confusing, don't worry. It did for me as well at first. We'll continue to cover many new tips and tricks in future videos, so we will learn together and succeed together. I put a link down below for the free options workshop. Be sure and grab that. Remember to hit like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know what you're trading, what you'd like to see in future videos. Feel free to ask me any questions and I promise I will respond. All right, please share the video with a friend, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.